just to give a little insight on how I used to be, I would take anything that somebody offered me. I was at a dance club down in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I was in the middle of my partying phase. I was at my hardest point. I was just going crazy, constant partying, nonstop, every day, 7 days a week. I was just going constantly. Wherever I could find some alcohol, I was there. But I was at this club, and I went up to the bar to get a drink, and I remember this guy, he said, "Hey, buddy, you want to, try something a little different?" And I said, "What you got?" And he slid a little baggie over to me with a pill inside. Without even asking him what it was, I took it. Needless to say, I was a knucklehead, but I did it. And I don't really know what it was. I think it was ecstasy, but I'm not entirely sure. But I drove home that night with some kind of drug in my system and a lot of alcohol. I drove home all the way from Cincinnati to Hillsboro, Ohio. It's over an hour drive from where it was. I drove home. Another instance of that, I was in Covington, Kentucky at a Halloween party, and I drank until I couldn't see anymore. I was blacked out, and that was November 1st, and November 2nd, I woke up in my bed. That next morning after that party, I woke up in my bed. So I was kind of crazy on just my carelessness, and I didn't think about the other people on the roads while I'm doing this drunk driving. I just did it. I didn't care. I needed to get home. I wanted to get home. It was very, very, very disappointing for me to do that. Thinking back now, I'm just disappointed in my actions. But I kept doing it nonstop. I would always drink and drive with no shame. I would always do it, and I'd brag to my friends. But I am so grateful that I got something so good and a friend that sticks closer than a brother. I have that in Jesus through my salvation. And I'm so thankful for that. And this next song says exactly that. This song is Thank You, Lord.